Warning. The following podcast contains explicit language, adult themes, and controversial topics. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh no! It's Godzilla! It's Godzilla!
Wait a minute.
That's not Godzilla.
That's our guest. Our special guest.
Hello.
Welcome to the Weebisode.
The Weebisode.
On the pleasure room. How you guys today?
I'm good.
Not bad.
How good? How are you, Manny? I'm good.
This is my best friend. I claim him as my own. This is Emmanuel, other known as Dr. Cornflakes. We've talked about him several times on the podcast.
Many a times.
Many a times. Along with Peter.
Peter.
Good Peter.
Your dad, Peter.
Your dad, Peter. if you're listening, Peter, how you doing, Peter?
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. Today is a very special episode because we got Emmanuel, other known as Manny, and Dr. Cornflakes on the episode. There's one characteristic that defines you more than anything in the entire universe, and that's being a weeaboo, just being a fucking weeb.
Well, not a self-proclaimed one, but yeah, weeb, I guess.
Super weeb.
We're all kind of weeb.
We're all a little bit of weebs, right? But so we decided on this episode of the Pleasure Room to celebrate the new year. We're gonna have a Weebisode. We'll be talking about some animu, some waifus, but we're also gonna talk about Christmas and shit because you guys will probably just like January 1st. This comes out, right? Or is it New Year's Eve? Is New Year's Eve Sunday? I think so.
Yeah.
So it'd be New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's.
Happy
guys,
New
if you're listening
Year.
to this. It'll come out.
It's an early New Year
Early New
for
Year.
everybody.
But I'm glad to spend a year with you. How long have we been doing this now? Like, when did we start? Like October, right?
2 months. We've had 4 episodes come out, so that'd be
Too much.
2
Of course,
months.
we recorded 6,000.
right.
But we appreciate you guys that have stuck around. Obviously, it's just your brother and all of his friends. But we
Yep.
appreciate
Hi,
you guys.
Julian.
Hi, Julian.
Hi,
Thanks,
Billy.
Julian. Billy, all you guys.
What's up?
But yeah, so today we're going to talk about a bunch of weeb shit and some Christmas stuff. But before we get into that, we have a little segment that we've been continuing to do. It's the beginning of the month, so we're going to do what's coming out this month. Technically, it's not in the month yet, but in January.
Yeah. It's not January for us yet.
Not yet. It's in Canada, I think.
Is it January in Canada?
Oh, maybe not. I don't fucking know.
I
thought
think
I saw
so.
someone post Happy Canadian New Year's. I think I'm
Maybe
just,
their New Year's
I'm
is
just
just
gullible.
early. Well, Chinese
Don't
New
we
Year's
all
like
use
different.
the same calendar though?
right.
yeah.
I think except the Mayans. Rest in peace.
Well, the Chinese have their own New Year, and it's
Right.
on like a different day.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of fucking summer. But we're going to Forbes.com just for the list of games, and we're going to try to make this super quick for the most part. January 11th is the Escapist 2 for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
Do you know what that is?
I do. You know
Oh, do you?
who? Yeah.
No.
You know the Escapist that has like Yahtzee on YouTube, that does the
The hack game. They did the hack game. He does the fast reviews.
like the quick reviews.
No, I have no
Like-
idea.
It's like their game. They're like a gaming review website and everything.
Oh, they're making a game on the Switch? Ah,
And there was one already, and it's like a super. The first one was like a side-scrolling like indie game. It reminded me. I never played it, but it looked like Spelunky or something.
wonder if that's any good. I might have to. I don't have a Switch, but
It's coming to the Switch. They're getting a game. That's good.
yeah, Switch does need games. It does need good games. You can't play Breath of the Wild for 10 years, even though they keep putting DLC out.
Yeah, but DLC. This last one was kind of lackluster from what I hear. It was just a motorcycle.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's.
I know, probably
it's-
not. How much is it? Do you remember?
I have no clue. I don't know how their DLC scales on the
I don't
Switch.
even at all. Like Nintendo's having DLC besides for Smash. You know, it's been like
Fire
mind-blowing.
Emblem.
And Fire Emblem. Coming out, which I'm kind of excited for, is this January 16th is the Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. By the way, sir, did you see who's coming out as a character?
I did not.
Sagat. Sagat is coming, along
No.
with Blanca.
No.
Yeah, yes, sir. So you remember that shit where you're like, oh, I ain't playing with Sagat's in it.
All
Sagat's
right,
gonna be in it.
I guess I gotta buy Street Fighter then.
I don't know if he's going to be in the arcade edition. He might. Or he might be the next wave of DLC. I can't
So,
remember.
like, is that the thing? So, like, technically, are they going to redo, like, because all the arcade edition, it's going to have all the DLC characters in it.
Yeah, so far, I believe so.
So then, does that mean they're going to start doing DLC seasons for the arcade edition? But will you still be able to get them in the regular edition?
So I think how they're doing it is the arcade edition's like a special, because you know how fucking Capcom is, right? The like Street Fighter 5, Turbo, Alpha, and all that shit, right?
But those are like absolutely different games.
Well, not really. All it was basically that was before you could patch stuff, so they would just release a brand new game, just like with Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You know, there's the Ultimate Edition and the
yeah.
whatever editions. They added new characters and fixed bugs and shit.
Yeah.
But
So that's what I'm saying. Like they sell it as a separate game.
it is technically they're selling it as a separate thing.
And they're still doing that, even though they could easily just patch the games, but they want that extra dollar.
Right.
Fuck yeah, they do.
It's like, oh yeah, we can also charge another $50 so you have the same game that we could have patched, but we just decided to make a new game.
Right. Honestly,
Well,
don't
it's
know
like
how
a
much
bundle
it is.
deal for all the characters
yeah.
they've come out with so
Which
far, I
is,
guess.
Arcade edition's gonna be $50, I think.
Is it 50?
Yeah. So
But
it's cheaper
it's,
than the original, but still.
It's coming out for PC and PS4, which is no
what's
Xbox.
what's the one where they're coming out with like a shit ton of Street Fighters?
I can't remember. It's like the 30th anniversary thing.
And that's like a bunch
But it's
of them,
got
isn't it?
like a shit ton of Street Fighters, just like almost like an arcade type thing, where you get like Street Fighter 1 of all things, and like a whole bunch of the other ones too, and like Third Strike and all that shit, all in one console.
Is that next year? Do you think?
I think it is next year, but I don't know exactly when.
Because it's like a big deal, right?
Right. Yeah, but Street Fighter 5 is coming out. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for it. Unfortunately, I bought the original one for Steam, so I'll have to buy it. They're not going to update the
Yeah,
Steam
you
one.
have to get all the DLC.
Yeah, it adds a bunch of new characters. Actually adds other V triggers, which is like a special thing. It's pretty cool. Also on January 18th, Ginata Rumble for the
No
PS4.
idea.
Not a clue at all.
No, not a
Nope.
fucking idea.
Not a damn
I'm
idea.
sorry that
Skip it.
my stuff does not go that far. Really, a lot of things aren't very memorable. They have the Digimon story game coming out, and all I know is from what I've heard is like the most recent Digimon game did really well.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually really enjoyed it. So I think they're on this string of they might be making good Digimon games because we're on this long like list of just bad games. Like really, the only one that's been able to do it real well is Pokemon. So everything else is trying to catch up with that. But hopefully
It's
that
also
one's good.
coming to the PS4 and Vita on January 19th.
I'm gonna die real quick.
Yeah, I know you're just going to die. World to the West for the Nintendo Switch. I'm excited for that.
What the fuck is that?
Not a clue at all.
Hang on.
World to the
I'm
West.
trying to remember if I know what that is.
Do you
I don't
know
know
what
what
that
that
is? You
is.
do not? Deathmark for the Switch and PS4, January 19th. Anyone know what the fuck that is?
Nope.
We're like really bad at this.
That's January 19th, though. Look forward to
Yeah,
it.
look forward to it. Kirby Battle Royale for the 3DS on January 19th,
Hey, that's
which
a
looks
thing.
kind of cool.
Kirby.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Smash thing, except only Kirby stuff.
Yeah.
You get all the Kirby copy abilities and you whip the shit out of each other and stuff.
Well, I have a DS now, so.
Yeah, we give that a shot. That'd be kind of fun.
Kind of fun. After that, though, I do know about Lost Sphere.
Oh, what's
It
that?
is a follow-up to I Am Setsuna, which is made by a company that's like a partner to Square Enix. It's their follow-up to that game. It's not set in the same universe, but it's like that branches second time doing a game.
Is it Weeb?
Well, it's a JRPG, so you tell me.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's weird.
That's Weeb. I think Pokemon's Weeb, though. Like,
See, we've had
if
this
it's-
discussion.
It is. It totally is.
I feel like maybe it's the 90s nostalgia. Like, I'm looking in, I'm like, well, it really wasn't a lot of Weeb stuff. At least to me, as a sheltered small town boy, right? I mean, Pokemon and Dragon Ball, and that was about it. I didn't know about fucking, I guess, Inuyasha and shit.
Right, Inuyasha,
Maybe I did.
that came
Hakusho.
later on, though. Like
Right.
that came whenever we discovered Adult Swim.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Adult Swim did open that up to us.
But I say Pokemon is a little less on the weeb side compared to like Dragon Ball because it's become so part of like
Western
the weeb
culture.
status of Western like culture. Like
Right.
if you're a weeb, most of the time you'll start off with Dragon Ball, but then you'll kind of venture off and be like, well, Dragon Ball is so mainstream.
It's like drugs. You start off small,
Yeah.
and then they get you.
Yeah, just about.
Lost Sphere.
That was the one I was talking
And
about.
that's
Was that the one you
January
just talked about?
23rd. And it's a JRPG?
Yep.
Is it like turn-based combat? Or
Yes. So it's kind of like that. I Am Setsuna was very reminiscent of Chrono Trigger, and I think this one's just basically it's trying to do something different with each game they do. So this one's got a little bit different battle style to it. But still along the same lines of it's like turn-based combat, stuff like that.
The Impatient for PSVR, January
No clue.
23rd.
It sounds like a scary
Like a
hospital
horror
game.
game, right?
Like a hospital inpatient, right?
Impatient. Like it's a pun,
Well, it's a VR game. That's the big thing with VR games. Is...
right? Just being scared and shit.
But the next one is the one
Fuck
we're
yes.
all excited about.
All
And this is kind of weeb.
It's kinda weird.
Kinda weeb.
It's branching there. It's branching there.
It's like Pokemon. It's pretty accepted in Western culture, but it's still.
We're all looking excited for January 26th.
Yep, for Dragon Ball Fighters.
So I'm excited about that. When they announced it, I was super excited. I didn't even know who the roster was, but I was waiting for it. Granted, I didn't get my favorite character, but I'm going to get someone that I didn't think I was going to like. But I watched gameplay on him. He's freaking crazy.
Who's that?
Tien.
Tien?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, he looks so cool.
I'm a Yamcha main, dude.
Yamcha actually looks really cool. He's almost like a little mech. Like he's like
Kind of.
super good on the ground, but he's not super good in the air and shit.
Yeah.
But Yamcha, I've always kind of like Yamcha's a piece of shit. Who the fuck cares about Yamcha? But I kind of like Yamcha.
Yeah, I like
Wolfang
Yamcha.
Fist is rad, right? The sound.
Right,
oh.
dude. You gotta give him some credit.
I'm still holding out for DLC for Great Saiyaman.
Oh, well, that'd be sick.
Dude.
Or just even because they have adult Gohan.
Yeah.
They could
And
just give
young
him a
Gohan
costume.
as
and
well.
young Gohan. Yeah, teen or whatever.
I read the Famitsu article on Adult Gohan before his actual trailer was announced. It says something about a form transformation. I was like, oh my god. Is he gonna turn into Great Saiyaman?
It's. Do you know what it is?
It's God, what is it? It's like it's like his mystic form.
Yeah, I think they call it Awakened or something, and it's a transformation type thing. But he can spin up to like 7 bars, because like the bar system, you have like up to like 7 or 8 bars, right? And you can sit there and charge it like in Dragon Ball and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can, depending on how much meter you spend on this transformation, is how more powerful you get, and stuff. Because there are 7 bar supers that happen, like
Tien's big one
Yeah.
actually could KO a switch-in target. Like if a person switched in the battle, it could KO that person.
Damn.
In one hit.
Teen Gohan's got the father-son Kamehameha thing.
Yep, yeah, I've
but
seen
you
that.
can continue to spread meter until it just covers the entire goddamn screen forever. It's pretty rad.
I think I'm most excited about Vegeta. I love
I love Vegeta.
just he uses so much energy and like ranged attacks that are like really quick, and I always thought that was really cool.
So I've always been a Fat Buu fan. I love just Majin
Yeah.
Buu.
Do they have Kid Buu?
Yes,
Yep.
they do.
I was about to say
That's
I thought I
another one
saw
I'm really excited about.
Kid Buu's cool.
because they announced a couple more. I feel like, and then there's the one Android that they added in just for the game,
Yeah.
Android 19 or
Like,
something.
Something like that. 21? Was it?
Is it 21?
Yeah, because 19 is that's the white fat one that like
Yeah,
has that hand
it's-
cannons. He
yeah.
sucks the
Oh,
life out of you.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, the baby.
Yep.
And then, because wasn't there like one where 17 and 18 fused? What was that one called?
I have no.
It was like a
It's
Dragon.
been a long time.
I haven't watched it. It was just a Dragon Ball movie where they did like this what if scenario or something,
Yeah.
and they both fused together and made an android something. Both of them, and they were like kicking the shit out of everybody. And of course, Goku wins over there. But yeah, we're super excited about that. That's gonna be cool. We're gonna play a lot of that. I'm excited that you're excited for fighting games.
Yeah, it's not very common for me, but like when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, it looks so good.
That's really cool, and it's made by can't remember what they're called, but they make Guilty Gear.
Yep.
And so those type of anime graphics and stuff.
Oh, it looks so
it's
good.
so good. Like you would like Guilty Gear. I think it's you talk about Weeb. That's some Weeb shit.
Oh, yeah.
Guilty Gear, dude. But anyway, we'll move on from that into Monster Hunter World for PS4, Xbox One for January 6th.
Also kind of
26th.
weeb.
Me and Justin are kind of excited about that.
I'm excited.
I'm
but
definitely gonna get it.
I
I
played the
think
beta.
it's for PC.
I enjoyed it. It was
I
pretty
can
fun.
for PC.
I've never played a Monster Hunter before, and
I played like bits and pieces.
I've played demos on the 3DS. That's it. though.
Right.
But it's always seemed really, really cool.
I want to give it a shot.
Yeah,
And this
definitely.
looks like a good one to pick
kind
it
of
up
step
on.
into, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like all co-op too and stuff.
Well,
right?
all Monster Hunters are.
Yeah, it's, we should get the 3D. We all have fucking 3DSs. Let's get a 3DS one. Play it together.
We could.
That'd be really fun.
We could get Final Fantasy Explorers too.
We could. Yeah, see? Well, I was super excited for that, and then I just died out. I didn't hear
You
anything
didn't play your
about it.
3DS for a while.
Right, yeah. I've been doing other shit. But Railway Empire for the PC, January 26th. You know what that is?
Sounds like you're building
It
trains.
sounds like just a bunch of train simulator shit.
Yep, train simulator.
Just watch.
Man.
It's like the most like intense horror game in the entire universe.
On
where
a
you
train.
you just murder and rape women the entire game.
Welcome to the Railway Empire.
the Railway Empire. And then finally, for January 30th, the end of the month, is Dissidia Final Fantasy NT for the PS4.
And I've been following this one ever since it came out as an arcade game in Japan, and oh my god.
And that's like the fighting Final Fantasy game, right?
It's kind of like Smash, isn't it? for the most part.
No, it's like the city on the PSP. It's
Which
that
is
3D kind of stylish.
Which is kind of smashy.
Kind of, but
like
it's...
you build up like these brave points, and then
Yeah.
by building up these brave points by normal attacks, you spin that on your special attacks do that much damage to
Yeah,
them
you're
or some
supposed to
shit.
hit, then you damage their brave attack, so it goes away, and then you can start damaging their HP and stuff like that. It's very strategic. This one is a lot less just beating the shit out of each other, and it's actually got like objectives. It's team based instead of just 1v1. It's 3v3s.
Oh, they actually tell you what kind of games are in here. So, just a quick run through what these games are that we don't know.
Oh yeah, down below.
World to the West is it's apparently was on Steam. It's an action adventure game, 3D follow up to 2D side scrolling indie hit Telsergrad. So that's neat.
Fuck yeah.
You knew what Last Sphere was. Dragon Ball Fighters, we know what that is. You didn't give a shit about anything else. So
Yep.
look it up, nerds. That's what I'm fucking telling you.
If we don't like it, it ain't worth it.
So that is what's coming out this month. And
It's kind of a Weeb month.
That's
a good month to do a Weebisode.
Weebisode.
Yeah.
Not too bad. But you know who also enjoys a fair amount of anime?
Who's that?
Our good friend and sponsor of the show, Ervert.
Oh, gotta love Herbert.
Ervert is a sponsor. How you doing, Ervert? I hope you're listening and you're doing well.
You should explain Herbert to Manny.
I guess you haven't listened to a lot of the podcasts, have you?
No, I've been trying to, but I kind of get distracted.
So Ervert is our sponsor and the person who, basically like a patronage. He pays us in treasures and dead adventurers and winches.
Mostly dead adventurers.
Mostly dead adventurers. We kind of have a pile building up in the back. But he's a beholder. He's a big ass beholder.
Oh.
He's super cool. He's pink as shit. He's a pimp.
I actually have a description of
We do.
Herbert here.
Yeah, we
If I
wrote
can
down the
find it.
description. But yeah, he's a really cool guy.
He is 5 feet in body diameter.
Yep.
He has skin color of purple that is
not pink.
pitted skin.
I'm sorry, sir. I lied about that.
His eye color is pink, and he has an oval iris shape with normal eyes. And the stalks that have the other eyes are earthworm ridged.
Yeah.
And thick and short. He got stubby. He got girth, you know,
He's
but
thick.
yeah, he's thick.
He's viscous.
He's viscous. He has a large, wide mouth with thick and pointed teeth.
Yeah.
He's a bro, though.
He's a bro, though. He's super cool.
So that's the kind of guy you want to have sponsor you.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool guy. And just in honor of him, we made a new segment to the show probably 2 or 3 episodes ago called Ervert's Guide to a Lot of Things.
A lot of things.
A lot of things. And where we'll talk about a random subject relevant to us, either science or gaming, just something a little nerdy that's newsworthy so you can learn something while you listen to our delicious voices.
Fuck yeah.
Heck yeah. So what are we learning about today?
We're going to learn about, and this is real. This is a real thing.
Okay.
Time crystals.
Time crystals.
Are we
Like-
talking like...
Like PCP?
No.
Oh. Is that even a
That's
crystal form?
Like
maybe.
sci-fi
I don't know.
based
I don't know.
I really don't. I don't
Do you get a gallon of PCP or does
Right,
it come in
'cause
like a
the-
milk
You just
jug?
liquidize it.
But what are time crystals? What the fuck is that about?
And that sounds like something in like a fucking fantasy
that's
world,
that's
right?
a weeaboo shit.
Like,
there.
yeah, that's in like a D&D adventure or some
Yeah,
shit.
right. That's all Final Fantasy games.
Right, the fucking crystals. But no, it's actually a new form of matter that they've discovered that doesn't stay in equilibrium. So, which basically means it's constantly moving, like the atoms vibrate and it's constantly changing. But it has like a set pattern, which makes it a crystal. And it's really not like a crazy thing. And 2 people have replicated it. Some people from Berkeley, the University of Berkeley Science and Technology, and someone else. And it was theorized in 2012. This guy was like, hey, there's these things. They might be there. So these 2 people went out and did it. And the real interesting thing is that Berkeley did it and then someone else, I can't remember. And they did it in completely different ways. So they think like maybe these time crystals aren't like rare or hard to make or anything because 2 people did it.
Right.
In different ways.
In completely different ways.
Huh.
So that's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
But the vibrations and stuff, they basically think that like maybe it can be used in quantum computing.
What's that?
It's basically like trying to transfer information like instantaneously to make just computers insane. Basically quicker than even the human mind. Like super quick
It's supposed
computing.
to process faster than we can.
Right. That's super
Like
interesting.
instant, there's no time at all. It just happens.
Like Goku.
using like quantum physics and stuff like that.
I gotta tie it into the Weebisode, baby. All Weebisode. The question is, can you smoke it? That's what I'm concerned about.
I don't think so. I wouldn't try it because
maybe that's how you become a time traveler.
That's what fucking Dr. Manhattan did. No, it wasn't. That's just a bunch of time crystals, and he got super high in the fucking bunker.
There you go.
And with his giant blue cock.
And what they say is it's a new phase of matter, but it's also really cool because it's one of the first examples of non-equilibrium matter, which means, like I said, it doesn't rest.
Right.
It's constantly moving,
oh.
which like also kind of violates like the laws of physics
right.
and the law of conservation. You know, only so much energy can go in, and it
come
does.
out.
Yeah, and come out. There's only so much. But this, it keeps going.
It never ends.
But everyone's not sure. Some people are still kind of skeptical, even though there's like been, two people.
Multiple. So is it like a physical object? Is it like actually a crystal?
Yes. Now they haven't been big. They used, I think Berkeley. Well, I'm looking for it now because one experiment used like 10 atoms. So this is something that's super, super fucking tiny.
Like microscopic. Gotcha.
And I think it was iridium, which is like radioactive, and it's metallic. So it's not really stuff that you'd mess around with. And then Harvard was the other place.
Obviously, right.
Yeah, Harvard. And they used like the inside of a diamond. There's a certain carbon structure that they had used in diamonds.
Pause. I gotta pee real bad.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Pee break. Pee break. Ba-dum-ba pee break. Ba-dum-ba pee break.
And welcome back.
Welcome back.
Pee break, coffee break,
And we're back.
Pokemon break. Before we left, we were talking about these. I almost said Z crystals.
Time crystals.
Time crystals. And you said you figured out something.
Yeah, there were two things. One, the people at Berkeley used not iridium, like I said. They used the thing called ytterbium. Ytterbium.
You're to beat him, Peter.
And some kind of element there.
You're to beat him, Peter.
And the people at Harvard used nitrogen, not carbon.
Huh.
But it's still the thing that whatever
Right,
is
right.
inside the diamond. But look it up. It's some crazy stuff.
Some cool
There's
stuff.
videos out there about it already.
Might have to look that up. That seems pretty cool. Not too bad. Not too shabby. But that's Irvard's guide to a lot of things.
I know that's some random shit,
That's
but
some-
there you go.
That's all what Irvard wants. Once again, thank you for Irvard for sponsoring the show.
Thank you, Irvin.
We appreciate you. We love you.
Thank you, Manny.
Thank you.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
here.
you.
I'm here. I'm here all day.
All right, so because it is the end of the year, it's on fucking New Year's Eve as you listen to this. We
Maybe.
kind of maybe, yeah, we'll fucking
Or later.
pray to God. We kind of skipped over a kind of important holiday to most white Christian people
Yeah.
or black Christian people
And
or
pagans.
any Christian people in general.
Yeah, just
I
Christian
don't know why I
people in
said
general.
white. That's fucked up.
That's right.
That's so fucked up. But we missed Christmas. We didn't talk about Christmas.
Nope.
Nope. What you get for Christmas?
I got some like D&D miniatures from not only you. You gave me some like tables and stuff.
Yeah,
We love us some D&D.
we do.
We all play D&D. And then my mom gave me like this super slutty succubus miniature, so that was weird.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Mom.
Yeah, it's
Thanks,
like,
Mom.
thanks, Mom.
Thanks,
Right on. You know
Mom.
exactly what I like.
Mama Giru.
What'd you guys get?
I got money. I got cologne from my mother. I always run out of cologne, and she gives me because I fucking bathe in cologne, dude. Like I'm obnoxious about it. Like it's like not just like the X, like for Axe body spray and shit. I use like it's called Tommy or whatever. You know, you teared me apart.
Fucking
Lisa.
Tommy.
He should make a clone. That'd be cool. Or
I'm sure he already has.
I'm sure he has too. But I'm like.
I
everywhere.
just do it under the armpits.
No, I do everywhere. Like even like behind my head,
Maybe
behind
on
my
the belly.
ears, around my crotch, and
Behind your ears.
yeah,
Well, do you really think someone's
a
going to be
little bit like that?
sniffing you under your like
Well, I mean,
behind your ears?
if you're really I doubt I'm gonna get close to anybody anytime soon. But if you do, just fucking like a hug or anything, something. The ears fucking stink, dude. They really do.
Really?
Excuse me.
Did you do it today?
Yeah. I've been sweaty a little bit, but you give it a little sniff.
You gonna sniff his ears?
He is. I can. It is. It's a refreshing smell.
So then that begs the question. It's like why do you think you need to put behind your ears?
I'm like super.
Have you always done
Like
that?
if someone's hugging you, right?
Just,
Maybe.
this has probably been maybe since high school.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very like
I learned something new
self-conscious.
about you.
Right? We've been friends for fucking 10,000 years. I'm very self-conscious about smelling bad. Like I'm a thick boy, right? And so I got deodorant, like armpits, in between the legs, like that shit, man. Just to make sure shit doesn't stink, because I'm a big boy and I sweat a lot. And like when people smell, like I immediately smell it. I'm like, that motherfucker stinks. It's like, ew.
You don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be
Yeah,
that
right,
guy, right? And so I'm self-conscious, like everywhere. I'd rather smell obnoxiously good than even a little bad.
Yeah.
I just always have. What else did I get for Christmas? Money, clone. I got $4. I won a $4 lottery ticket.
Woo!
I won $4 on a $1 lottery ticket. So that's
I mean,
cool.
hey, it's
Hey,
$4,
that's
but it's $3 more than what you're gonna have.
Got yourself a sweet new guitar.
I did, but that's just kind of for me. I bought it for myself. Sweet new Taylor. I believe it's a 110E. And I don't know anything else. Oh, it's a 110E because it's a Dreadnought acoustic.
You can hear the music that he creates with that at Rap Wizard on SoundCloud.
Yeah, you haven't heard anything yet, but think about redoing a bunch of stuff. But I really didn't get a lot for Christmas. I gave everybody else a lot of stuff. But what did you get for Christmas, Manny?
I got a handcrafted watch, special ordered for me.
Damn.
And it has a quote from my favorite movie, The Fountain, on the back.
What's that quote?
Oh goodness.
Putting you on the spot.
I'd have to see the picture of it. It's been a while since I watched the movie, though.
How are my eyes real if mirrors aren't real?
Yes.
I can't quit
Yes.
you.
I can't quit you. Oh my god, I want to watch this. That's
Well, let me handcraft you a watch.
there you go.
That gets you has that quote on the back.
Yeah, there you go.
I also got SNES Classic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been
nice.
playing that a little bit here lately. I remembered how much I suck at Super Nintendo games. But other than that, I got a Roy amiibo from you and a shirt.
What does that shirt say?
I'm filthy weeboo trash.
There it is.
It's Weeaboo Trash working on that Weeaboo ass.
Yeah, that's what it was. I've slept from now since I got that. I kind of forgot. Other than that, it was actually a really big Christmas at my house. Me and my mom were talking, said it was probably the biggest Christmas we've ever had, actually.
Really?
Oh, wow.
We got Grayson and Jonas a lot of stuff. They both got tablets this year,
Damn.
which...
And who's Grayson?
Grayson is my son.
Oh, yes.
My 3-year-old son. And Jonas is my brother.
Little
He's
brother.
9. But, Jonas took to his really well, but Grayson was like... kind of like, I like the Legos better.
Yeah, Legos, right?
What did you give? What's one thing you gave?
We gave... Well, obviously I gave my son the tablet.
Mhm.
I have gifts for both you, which for some reason yours has not come. Like for some reason the order hasn't processed yet, Brandon.
Huh.
But Justin, yours I still have to do a little bit of like work on. But
Mhm.
you'll get them. You'll get them.
Brandon's mine of his didn't come till late either.
And that was the chest thing with
Oh, the
put my dice.
chest.
Yeah, that's what I got from
chest.
Justin for Christmas.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. It's a little wooden chest. You can open it up. It has like a little shelf in it. You can put your dice in it and stuff. I kind of prefer the Crown Royal bag.
Well,
Almost.
it's not something you
It's
want to
the
like.
nostalgic,
Yeah, it's
though,
not
but-
something you want to take to somebody's house, but something to keep here. You know, for the dice you leave
Right,
here.
If
or
I
something.
get like a set of artisan dice or something, right, I'll put them in there.
Fuck yeah.
I think 2 of my favorite gifts I gave. Well, besides Brandon, yours is gonna be awesome, and just yours is gonna be awesome too. Your guys are gonna be ones I like. But I got my dad a shirt that says "May the Porsche be with you." I also took him to go see The Last Jedi. That was one of his gifts. And then Chelsea, I got a set of Sailor Moon brushes and Game of Thrones brushes.
Nice.
So
Nice.
the Sailor Moon brushes has like all the emblems of all the people in Sailor Moon,
Oh yeah.
and the Game of Thrones brushes has all the major houses and their house their
Sigil?
sigil on the
Yeah.
back. It's pretty freaking cool.
That's
Hell
really
yeah.
cool.
Other than that, it's just standard stuff.
Good stuff. And Chelsea's your girlfriend,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And the mother of my child.
the mother of your child.
And what have you given, Brandon?
I given everything you guys got. You know, you both got 2 things. You got a mug that you're using right now.
I am.
That says "World's Okayest DM."
Yep.
You got some furniture, some D&D miniature furniture.
Yep.
I gave Manny the shirt and the Roy amiibo. I gave Taco, who's how we refer to her on the show, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, Taco.
Nice.
Enchilada.
Yeah, enchilada taco. I gave her a. She's super into Batman, like super, like almost obnoxious, like you are about Batman.
I'm not too obnoxious about it anymore.
And so I got her this like stuffed teddy bear that's dressed up like Adam West Batman.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Got her that. I got my friend Amanda. I got her a stuffed panda because we call her Panda. Everybody calls her Panda. Also gave her. She drinks a lot of that fucking Java Monster Energy, like a obnoxious amount. Got her like a 6-pack of that. Shit. And her favorite color is like a velvety brown, like a chocolate brown almost. So I got her like these fake flowers with brown shit on.
Chocolate brown.
Like chocolate brown.
I wonder if they actually taste like chocolate.
I don't know. I'll have to ask her if she's eating them.
Watch her tell you yes.
Yeah, yes, they're delicious. Yeah, I pooped those out last week. Merry Christmas.
Ooh.
I
Good
really
thing they
didn't-
weren't roses.
Yeah, right. They're thorns, man. But I really didn't give anybody else anything. Just my close friends, for the most part, is who I gave everything to. So I'm the present, motherfucker. As for everybody else,
You're welcome.
you're welcome. But yeah, Christmas overall this year wasn't too bad. Right?
It's
Solid.
pretty good.
It was a good Christmas.
Pretty good Christmas.
I like
Came
Christmas.
by and kind of went pretty quick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
that's
Seems as you get older, you know, it just doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really, I don't really care about Christmas all year. Like, I didn't really think about it. I was like, whatever.
I'm
But,
always like the opposite. Like I get excited, like super obnoxious excited about Christmas in like November.
Yeah.
but then
Or not
come
November,
December,
but fucking like September. I'm like, oh, Christmas shit. And then when Christmas comes, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I always get disappointed by myself from, like, I get all hyped up in nostalgia thinking about past Christmases and shit, growing
Yeah.
up in Smithton, you know, and icy shit. It's like, oh, well, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I'm a festive person. I love Christmas. I love Halloween.
Yeah, me too.
I love the 4th of July. You get to blow stuff up.
America.
America.
But that was our holidays. And
Yep.
I hope all of you had a pretty good holiday, Christmas. Make sure to tell us what you got for Christmas on our Twitter at @PleasureRoomBiz.
Yep.
You know, maybe send us some of those pictures of that sick swag you got.
Or comment on YouTube or SoundCloud
Yeah, any of those. Let us know or fucking email us at pleasureroombiz
at gmail.com.
at gmail.com. I almost forgot the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're going to talk about
Weeb stuff!
Weeb stuff.
Yay!
We're going to go just full Weeb stuff. All right, so we'll get to you last because you're the Weeaboo expert. You are.
Totally.
You're like in fucking what's that pawn shop, like Pawn Stars. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I got
a guy.
expert. I got a guy. That's you. You're the guy. You're the Weeb guy. So I'll start with Justin. Like as kids, I feel like, especially growing up in a more rural area, right? Like we're not in a city or anything, right? This trend of Japanese culture, it was super exciting, right? Like in high school and stuff, you're like, oh fucking. At least for me, I was like, oh man.
What is that?
I sent you a Cartman emoji. Don't worry about it. But it's like
What?
super exciting, right? Like super duper exciting to see all this crazy like anime. Oh, like Bleach. Oh, Naruto. Oh, all the shit. Right? Super exciting. What was your anime as a kid that you were like, yes, this is yeah?
Probably Dragon Ball
Dragon
Z.
Ball.
Does that count, or are we not counting Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z?
Pokemon is technically an anime.
Right.
Because like as a young child, definitely Pokemon.
Pokemon. Well, obviously we grew up in the '90s and shit.
Yeah.
Right. So that was a big part. But besides those, right? Because that's like an obvious.
What was your anime that got you into liking
man.
anime?
My favorite anime is Trigun,
Trigun.
which is yours as well, right?
It is. That's actually my first anime I ever watched.
And I've watched that all the way. I love that. Trigun's great. I don't know. I watched like Yu Yu Hakusho. Haven't seen it all on like anything that was on like Adult Swim,
Right.
you know, and stuff. Yu Yu Hakusho and Yuasha.
I think that was like a big part of like everybody's like anime
Yeah.
Was
exposure
Adult Swim.
was Adult Swim and Toonami and shit, right?
Yeah, I think that was the best way to kind of get yourself introduced back then. to anime because they kind of held the rights on all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Gundam. That is
Gundam.
as a younger kid, that
Gundams,
was a
yeah.
big one.
Was super into Gundams.
Alongside Dragon
me and
Ball
Manny
Z
were
and
too.
I actually
Pokemon.
tried watching the newest Gundam they had on Adult Swim.
Oh, yeah? Is it
Unicorn. It's pretty good. It's a lot like the militaristic one, not like the Wing or Seed.
I watched
Like the original,
Seed
like Mobile
a
Suit
lot.
Gundam.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's also kind of got like a scavenger vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very far into it. I got all of it recorded though, but I just haven't gotten around to watching it that much.
You know what really, really got me into anime?
What?
Fooly Cooley.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, like, don't even get me started
I
on
don't
that because,
think
like,
that-
I will go on a tangent about how Fooly Cooley is probably one of the best animes.
Like, I don't think I've ever been more turned on and confused in my entire life. Like, oh my god, I wanted to fuck the shit out of what's her face, dude. The fucking moped
Vesper Queen.
Yeah, playing the bass girl. Man, I want to fuck the shit out of her. Like, I never wanted a fucking animated character that much in my life. She was just, I don't know. It was like, even like from an anime standpoint, right? You think about like a waifu, but you know, tits bigger than her head, fucking itty bitty waistline and shit.
That's not what she was, though. She was a
like,
subtle, like, complexity to, like,
yeah,
how realistic she tried to be.
Right.
She's kind of tomboyish.
very tomboyish. She's very blunt about shit,
Mm-hmm.
like super sexual and
Oh,
stuff.
okay. So she's your waifu.
I
Your
don't know.
anime waifu. Okay,
Maybe
let's
back then.
let's
Maybe
all
back
pick
then.
our anime waifu.
White anime waifus. Okay, do you know yours off the top of your head?
Not
I
off the
know.
top of my head, no.
Anime waifu. Fuck. I mean, because
Well, what got you into anime, real quick?
yeah. What
Trigun.
Trigun.
Trigun was one of my first ones I ever
Because
watched.
I remember you watching that a lot when we was growing up and stuff. It was really cool. I watched bits and pieces when you watched it and stuff. It was really neat. I like westerns anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of weird because over here we're obsessed with like, you know, samurai swords and fucking kimonos and shit. And like over there during that time, it was all about cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were super into like the Wild West and
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, think about like this Cowboy Bebop and Trigun.
I
kind of
love
Right.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop's
around the
good,
same
too.
time, and they're like considered to be two of the best animes ever made.
Right.
Like, Cowboy Bebop was even made to be like in English, right? Like
Yep.
he didn't want it to be in Japanese.
Yep.
All right. Anime waifu.
Yep. Anime waifu.
Well, let's just go through a list, right, of just the ones that pop up, right? There's like Kagome from Inuyasha, right?
Well,
Black
old
hair.
school.
Not waifu though.
Not why she's just a little too fucking annoying for me.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
We got fucking
Bulma,
Bulma, right?
still not waifu
She's
though.
I don't know. She's pissed me off too. She's rude.
Yeah.
I don't
And
like
what
her.
was the other one? Marlene, the one that Krillin dated. That was like hotter Bulma
I
that
don't
had blue
remember
hair.
that. I don't remember that. 18. Oh my
18.
god.
There you go.
There you
Total
go.
waifu.
She had a big ass forehead though. Bitch looked like she
But
comes from
she's
Code
not
Lyoko.
the waifu though.
Oh, did you watch Code Lyoko? By the way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was one of those ones you
It was-
kind of got out of pretty quick.
Yeah, it's like it was an anime.
I
but
watched it. I'm not gonna say I enjoyed it.
I
though.
don't think I enjoyed it. It was kind of cool. It's just I think the art styles would put me off.
Yeah.
You
the
know,
CG.
It was very poorly put together.
It's got like these big ass fucking foreheads.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I wasn't that big of a
I
fan.
wasn't big on that either. All right, so Kagome, Bulma, Android 18,
Sakura.
Sakura from Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't like her. Like it's weird. All the main ones. What's the blonde-headed girl that was like rivals with her? Do you
I
remember
can't
her name?
remember her name.
That's- I'm not-
I wasn't a huge Naruto fan.
I don't know. I wanted to fuck
Me
her.
neither. I
Yeah,
wasn't a
she-
huge
I've
Naruto
seen
fan.
a lot of hentai with her.
What's the girl from One Piece?
One Piece, fucking Nami. I like me some Nami.
Is Nami waifu though?
I don't think Nami's wife
Is she number one?
She's shady.
Shady.
She's shady. She can read a map and shit, but I don't know anything else. Waifu.
Orihime.
Oh, who's that from?
Bleach.
Bleach. Is that the black-haired girl?
That's
Oh, is that the redheaded girl that with like the butterfly thing?
Yep.
Yeah. Man, I was super into Bleach. Like Bleach was probably a big one for me. I watched a lot of Bleach.
that was like during the super cringy like 15, 16-year-old phase where it was
yeah.
like my MySpace picture was Grimmjow. Like an animated Grimmjow.
It totally was too. Holy shit! I forgot about that.
Well, who's the girl from Cowboy Bebop?
I don't know her name.
Surfs the V.
I can't remember it.
I can't remember her name either.
The purple hair girl.
So,
Purple
so
hair.
we're on this tangent of how like weeaboo I am, but like let's just realize I did not watch an anime all the way through all year.
Right.
So
But you've probably watched more anime than me.
yeah, that's besides the point.
Honestly, I've watched like zero anime. all year.
The last one I watched all the way through was Trigun on Netflix, and that was a while ago. I still haven't finished Cowboy Bebop. I started and got to like episode 16 on Hulu. I still haven't finished it though.
anime waifu. It's really hard.
That is. There's
They almost all
so
kind
many
of blend
options.
together, right? I'm a sucker for redheads. I always have been. I like me some redheaded girls. So that one bitch from Bleach,
Or he man.
I was super into her. I didn't know her name apparently. Then there was the black-haired girl, like Ryuka or some shit like that. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
She was cool. Nami. I watched a lot of One Piece.
Yeah.
Like One Piece was probably my anime for a while, just because fucking pirates, right? Pirates are rad. Pirates with superpowers. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
guys
fucking
having
good.
like lollipops in their mouth.
Yeah, and the fucking 4 kids ripped the shit out of that one, or Funimation, or whoever did that. I can't remember, but they fucking ended up changing like the race of one guy, like totally like not a main character, just on the side he was like black, and they're like kind of dark, but they made him like they whitewashed him for like no reason, and they replaced all the guns with squirt guns. And Sanji, one of the main characters, he has a cigarette in his mouth the whole time. They changed it to a lollipop.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. It didn't work
They
very
do
well.
weird censorship stuff.
Because they just don't think we can handle it.
No, they don't think because they're trying to make it for kids. You know,
Yeah.
that's another like stipulation of anime is that it's for younger kids
It's totally not.
because it's a
though.
cartoon, right?
Some of it is fucking
It's dark
graphic.
shit.
So you have animes that like they are obviously built for like children, like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, obviously Digimon, stuff like that. They're considered animes, but it's like they're actually like made for kids. But then you have ones that they go through so much censorship to come like through Western audiences to make them kid friendly, like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, all the Show and Jump kind of big
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
And for some reason they feel like they need to do that, but then they don't ever want to release any other version ever. Like they don't want to have like a separate adult uncensored, not like just full on hentai or anything, but I'm talking like they don't have any of the censorship in it, just so people can actually watch it and not think this is freaking stupid, like with a sucker placing a cigarette. But you know, that's just aggravation.
It is. But there's one Misty.
Yeah.
Everybody loved Misty.
Yeah, but if you
That's
think
true.
back to it, she's like 14.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right, but that was we were that age.
Yeah, we
when
were like
Yeah,
10,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
When she was 14. So it was cool then. Like, yeah, Misty.
Officer Joy, dude.
Officer,
go.
you know,
She's older. She's an
Nurse
older
Officer
gal.
Jenny, Nurse Joy.
Officer
Nurse Joy.
Jenny.
That's like
Officer Jenny.
that's like their weird lesbian love child.
Yeah.
Officer Joy.
Officer Joy.
That
It
sounds
was
like a
when they
point,
had like work reversal.
right. Well, yeah, I was with Brock. I was like, yeah, I'd bang all 60,000 of those.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's
Let's go.
But there's Misty, and then you said like my Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
I really didn't like her at all.
No.
Like she was like hot as an anime girl, right?
Alexis from GX.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh GX. We watched a lot of that. That was probably one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh.
The Ghost in the Shell girl.
You know, I really didn't like Ghost in the Shell.
It was okay. I was never like
Like
huge
it
about
was too like. It wasn't enough action to keep my small attention span. You know, It was
Cowboy Bebop's the same way. It's kind of slow. Like
Right.
there are good action scenes, but a lot of it's like drama.
Right. Ed, is that what the fucking weird kid name
That's
is?
the
in Cowboy Bebop?
little, that's the little redhead.
Yeah, is
not
that a-
the,
is-
not like the hot girl.
Right. Is
but-
that a girl? Is that a girl? Did
Yeah.
they decide it was a girl? So, yeah, she looked like she's 10. So
Right.
I never once.
Um,
It's really hard to answer.
Who is the
Which one?
ninja girl from Inuyasha?
Oh,
Starts with an S.
is it it's not Sakura. That's or Naruto.
No.
It's like something with an S. But yeah, I was super into her.
Yeah, she was hot.
She was hot because she was like strong,
Yeah.
right? She wasn't.
I
just
like that. I like
I like me
strong
some,
women.
Like just in real life and anime, I like my women strong.
like
Yeah.
you can understand why Moroku wanted to
Absolutely.
have her bear his children.
Right. Of course, Moroku asked everybody.
Yeah, but he had a special place in his
He
heart
did.
for
A
her.
very
he did.
special
Very
place.
special place. And she had to fucking the cat that turned into a flaming tiger and shit.
Right, that's
It was
fucking cool.
rad.
So like, did
She's wife. Anyone with a flaming cat's wife.
Right,
that's
right.
that's
and
mine.
a giant boomerang.
Yeah.
What about Kikyo?
No,
Yeah.
You
No.
didn't like Kikyo?
No.
She was strong, right?
She was.
She was strong. She's super strong.
she's too motherly.
She's very motherly, almost to a creepy
Yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
And it was just a weird, like, love triangle thing where it wasn't really a triangle because Kikyo didn't want fucking anything to do with Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Like, all the ones I watched, they're like, oh, because she looks like Kikyo, I'm in love with her. And fucking Kagome's like, oh, I'm jealous. I'm like, Kikyo's over there like, I'll just shoot a bow.
Yeah, I'm just over.
Like,
I'm doing things.
I just don't like Naraku. You know what I'm saying? He's just not a cool guy.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole. But waifu. See, that's a really hard question.
I try to stay away from categorizing that because like it's too weeb for me. Like I can't do it. Like I'm in groups for Fire Emblem stuff, and they talk about like waifu, and it's just like
I'm in groups.
I'm in-
It's like going to AA. They
Something
said
like
they said
that.
we're not allowed. We kick out the
Weebus
waifus.
Anonymous.
yeah, pretty much. But no, like
9 days without a body pillow, guys.
it's
call
just
it
kind of
Weeba.
weird. It's kind of weird.
9 days without a body pillow.
I've gone that far.
Have you?
I've got my whole life without a body pillow.
Proud of
so
you, man.
maybe one day. Maybe one day. You want to send me a body pillow? Contact me. I'm down at Rap Wizard. Anyway, I'm gonna go with the chick from Fulikuli. That's my waifu.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
Right? She's just everything. She's crazy. She's like if you want to talk about like waifu that's not in an anime, fucking Jinx from League of Legends.
I thought you were about to say Jinx from Pokemon.
Hey, everyone's got their
Yeah,
thing.
you know, hey, I
We
like-
don't judge
She
here.
got
in
them
the pleasure room.
DSLs, you know.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as they changed her from black to purple, it was even better. You know, got rid of that racism. Who's your
Ninja girl from Inuyasha.
What the fuck is her name? Hold on, let me look.
I don't
that
know.
Up. I'm gonna look it up. Because she had a brother, right? And he had like the
Yeah.
sick on a chain thing, and he was like corrupted from a spirit shard from Naraku, just putting it back because he died. And without that, he would die. There was a conflict. So, boom.
I remember watching what was it? I'm trying to think of the name of the anime because there's another one named Samurai
Sango.
X. You know Samurai X?
Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin. Who was the chick from that?
Buddy, it's
Yeah.
been
What-
years.
what's
since
her
I watched
name?
Her name
Rurouni
is
Kenshin.
Sango.
Sango.
I knew it was something with an S.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's waifu as shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot your name, babe. Sorry about that, waifu.
Yeah, she is waifu as shit. Waifu as shit. So yeah,
That works.
that works. That's our weeaboo waifus. If you want to send us Rule 34 of those, make sure to send us at the Pleasure Room Biz.
Make sure to comment your favorite waifu.
Yeah, and send me Rule 34 of that too.
Yeah.
The spank bank's been kind of empty lately. So
Send it all.
It's all Rule 34.
What about Weeb games?
Weeb games.
Manny, you're a big fan of Fire Emblem, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Yep. Yep. Sure am.
So tell us about Fire. Why do you like Fire Emblem so much? Tell you what makes it fucking awesome.
I don't know. There's no really other games like it. Strategy based, like role playing game.
What about Final Fantasy Tactics?
Final Fantasy Tactics is just too like they're so different.
Right.
They share a lot of the same mechanics, but at the same time they're just so different. And I think one of the things I don't like about Final Fantasy Tactics that I like more about Fire Emblem is that Final Fantasy Tactics has more of your units are expendable, whereas Fire Emblem every unit has a personality.
Right.
They have something different about them, different stat growth, stuff like that. That kind of set them apart from everybody else. Whereas, Tactics, it's more about the classes you put them as,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And
A
more
lot of
just-
your guys are just like mercenaries. And
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, you're just utilizing them in combat.
Right.
Besides the main characters of the game, and a couple like cameos from like Balthier and Cloud. But for the most part, like. I think what gets it into me, like what gets me into it, is
Okay, what gets it right into me?
Them waifus like
if I
mine,
could
baby.
if I could eat it, I would.
A little bit of KY gets it right in, man.
Right?
That's right.
You spit on it.
I got into it when I was really young. Like I just randomly started playing it. I don't remember how I picked it up or like when I picked it up, but I just got the game one day. I think I borrowed it from somebody, and I just fell in love with it. I didn't really understand it as much as I do now, but I played Fire Emblem 7, which was the first one that was ever released in North America.
Yep. And I think I borrowed that from you at one point and
Yep.
played it a lot.
Did you get into Fire Emblem before or after Final Fantasy?
Oh, way after. One of my first games I ever bought was Final Fantasy 7.
And because the only reason that at least I knew about Fire Emblem was because Smash Brothers Melee.
Yep. And that was one of the cool things they did because Roy and Marth were in Melee, and that was the first time either of them had ever would ever see an American release.
Right.
And as actually, Roy has never been in like a actual Fire Emblem game where he's like the main lord in North America.
Because we've had Elwood, right?
Yep, that was his dad.
His dad.
Which was in 7, which was the prequel to 6, which was Japanese only.
Mm-hmm.
But Roy was actually released in Melee before his own game.
Really?
Yep.
And Marth was like one of the first.
He was the original.
That was like Shadow Dragon. Is that what that's called, or is that the remake?
They're both called Shadow Dragon, but the first game is called Shadow Dragon and the Sword of Light. And
was that for
Super Famicom?
Super Famicom?
No, just Famicom.
Yeah, it's not Super Famicom. Is it called Super Famicom over there?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think the first 3 Fire Emblems were on the Famicom, and then Super Famicom had 4 and 5, and then they went handheld with 6, which was on the GBA, and then everything besides 2 other games have been GBA. I mean, like handheld exclusives.
Yeah.
Right, and that's Path of Radiance and
Radiant Dawn.
Radiant Dawn, both with Ike, right?
Yep. Ike and Micaiah, who was the main lord in the second game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I like the settings of them. I like just basically every concept of Fire Emblem.
Right. It's neat to see like a medieval Western fantasy with like knights and dragons and shit.
Yeah.
Mixed in with this Japanese feeling to it.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
It's really cool because like, you know, a lot of the games they don't have the same kind of setting. They all have something different about them. What the conflicts are, what arises from them. You know, all the American release ones are very good, but when you go back and you start playing the Japanese only games, which this is where it starts to sound more Weeb. That's where the bread and butter is, because those games 4, 5, and 6 are considered to be the best in a lot of regards. 4 is considered to be the best game in the series, which is a Japanese only release, but
So you're basically Japanese now.
Yep.
almost.
So I have a question for you. I know there's I'm not in the Fire Emblem forums or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what the community is saying, but I've heard like bits and pieces from other people talking about how they don't like the newer Fire Emblem games because of like the waifu problem, right? They just give you a bunch of just big breasted fucking bimbos the entire goddamn game. Do you think that like soils the game for you at all, or is it just like an extra bonus?
So the thing is like, so with Awakening and then Fates, which were the ones where it was considered to be waifu emblem, the problem that I have with that argument is so much of the fact that people are bitching about just that aspect, when that's not even a main aspect. You know, in Awakening, it was kind of introduced, and it's really just a reamped version of Fire Emblem 4, which had the same thing. You get married, you have kids.
Yeah.
You can use the kids as units. Granted, Fire Emblem 4.
So there's like a romantic story that you can participate in.
Well, it's each character. So that's one of the things about Fire Emblem is that they have support conversations. As the series gradually got older and older, they did this thing called support conversations, where if 2 units do something close to each other, in some of the games, if they're just deployed with each other. Others, they fight right next to each other. Others, where they just wait on the same turn, stuff like that. They start to grow a bond, and you can have support conversations with them. They give stat boosts to each other, stuff like that.
So it affects combat.
Yes, it affects combat and who you want to marry and who you want to have together. Because from 6 on, that was like a huge integral part to like your combat mechanics and stuff like that.
So what's the complaint? Like people are saying there's like too much
It's
dating sim?
It's too much of a dating sim.
You know, it's just like, isn't there like you know, in the new Pokemon and stuff where you can pet your Pokemon and shit?
Fates,
Can
Yeah.
you like pet your waifu and shit and feed her berries
So
and shit?
Peter Bears. Here you go, Kokomo.
Oh, Tisaku!
in the Japanese version of Fates, they had it to where you could like rub their body.
Oh my god.
I
That's
thought
pretty
I saw
bad.
that.
So like
That's pretty bad.
who you got married to, you could like rub their body, and like if you wanted to marry that person, you could rub their body and stuff like that.
We're married now. You can rub me.
Oh.
But in the American version, they censored it a little bit, and they made it where you can only rub their face.
That's almost weirder. That's weirder.
So what's funny is that the first time I played Fates, I did it. Like I actually like rubbed their face and stuff like that. But I will tell you right now, every run through after that, I stopped doing that. I was like, that's just too fucking weird.
Yeah, it's too much every
I feel
time.
weird petting my Pokemon, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
But they bitch about it because it's something that's in the game. Like they think it takes away from the strategic aspect of the game, but like Awakening basically saved the series because after like the abysmal sales of the Shadow Dragon remake, outside Japan, Fire Emblem looked like it was gonna die, like completely, because the Shadow Dragon remake did so horrible. People did not like it. So then Awakening came about, and it caught a lot of people's eyes. And one of the aspects was the dating sim. But I enjoy it slightly. Like, I don't like...
I mean, you can't jack off all the time, right?
No. Yeah.
But it helps.
It helps. Do you, like, use your dick as the stylus? Your rubber face?
So, anywho...
Fucking rubbed their DS with it.
Is that what that's for?
In actually one of my groups, we talk about it.
In one of the groups, there's one guy.
So you should probably share this with your group so they can comment and hate us. So
No, we're not going to do that.
I might do it myself. We'll figure it
I've got a question for you, though. The new game, Hideo Kojima's new game, Death Stranding. What do you think about all that? Because they came out with a new trailer not too long ago.
Actually, 2 new trailers.
Yeah.
One at, was it Paris Games Week, and then one at PSX?
Yep.
Something like that.
The PSX one was fucking awesome.
I am a huge Metal Gear Solid fan.
But does this look like Metal Gear Solid?
God, no. That's what actually makes me more excited
Does
about it.
anyone know what this game looks like?
I'm pretty sure Hideo Kojima does.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think he's the only one.
Maybe he's just like at this point, like fucking, I don't know,
Yeah.
fucking babies in the water, necromancer zombies.
Norman
Cthulhu-esque
Reedus,
monsters.
just give him a baby. Let's see what happens.
Let's give him a baby.
Give
Act.
Daryl a baby.
Act, Daryl, act.
You can get it. Come on now.
Come on, Daryl.
Just use some of that Walking Dead.
Just put the babies in the crossbow. Come on, Daryl.
There we go. There we go.
That's
Well,
a weapon.
the babies look like a weapon. Like they keep the
Right.
monsters away or something.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like
So that's what I love about Hideo Kojima is he's so creative. Like, because if you think about it like this, like if the trailer was just a cookie cutter copy paste regular trailer where it shows a little bit of gameplay and then like gives you like a little bit of a tease at the end, like, yeah, we'll finish that next time. Like
Right.
they're trying to hint at it, like having more trailers, stuff like that. What's so cool about him is like he doesn't give a fuck.
no.
No, he doesn't.
Like he just does, and that's one of the greatest things. Like after he left
Konami.
Konami,
Right.
Air quotes,
Air quote.
he left them. He was basically a free agent, and then PlayStation was like, "We'll take you."
Yeah.
And
Please.
he's all he wanted was he just wanted free creative reign, and that's what they gave him.
And he's got it.
And he's got it, and I love it because his vision is so bright, but it's like at the same time it's so abstract.
And it's like every trailer I've seen, it's like you see one trailer, you see the other.
It makes you
And
question.
if Norman Reedus wasn't there, you almost wouldn't know that they were the same game. Like they've been super different
Oh, yeah,
every
all
single
over the goddamn
time.
place.
It, like every time I've watched a trailer of it, I always am like, okay, so what are they gonna do next? Like, what are they gonna show next? That's different because like you said, every trailer has been different in some way. And one of the trailers which was really cool was, I think it was one of the first trailers that actually showed Norman Reedus and then showed Guillermo del Toro and then Mads Mikkelsen as like the faces of the characters, and I was like, okay.
Was that the one where they were like in the sewers and they had
Yeah.
the like World War II zombies, and there was like that. He looked like a necromancer, but he was using like some kind of
Yeah,
like
that
technology.
was Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, like to
Yeah.
raise up the corpses
Yeah.
to fight for him and shit. Maybe
like-
they were just sleeping and he was helping them out.
Yeah. He was just like, oh, come on, guys, let's get
It's
up.
5-hour energy fingers.
And then there was the guy with the baby.
Yeah,
The baby's been in every one.
the baby. That's
And
a
Norman
constant.
Reedus.
It's always fucking babies, man.
Baby and Norman Reedus.
It's always like weird baby shit with Kojima. Like PT,
Yeah.
man. I didn't get a chance to play PT. I wish I did.
It was cool. I really liked Silent Hill.
I know. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But at least they were able to do something followers. Because like I said, Guillermo del Toro and Norman Reedus are in the project with
Right.
him.
Yeah.
So it's really cool because like that was one of the things I said too. I was like, oh my god, like Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima doing something together is just like ridiculously cool.
Yeah.
But then obviously Konami is scum.
Yeah.
I fucking said it.
Yeah, fuck
and
you,
I'll
Konami.
say it forever.
No, fuck you, Konami.
And hopefully this game will be better than what PT could have been, since Hideo Kojima has,
Free reign completely.
free reign
now.
on it.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I don't care when it comes out. I mean, I'll buy it.
Right.
I've bought in almost every recent game Hideo Kojima's made. So.
Did you play the 5th Metal Gear?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I played a lot of the 5th Metal Gear.
Everybody says
Pain
it's
was really
really good.
good.
See, that's one thing I never got into was Metal Gear as much. I watched you play it a lot. All I really remember is the Psycho Mantis fight where you have to plug your controller in the second slot. I remember watching you do that.
Yeah.
And like he reads your memory card and says, "Oh, you've been playing Ape Escape, you little weeb." You know.
I played like the demo for Metal Gear Solid 2 on PlayStation.
I did. Dad, my father, Papa Corn. I guess I'm not Corn anymore, am I? Papa Wizard was in there and shit. He was super into the second Sons of Liberty or whatever, and he played a lot of it. Of course, my father is like semi-capable with video games.
Yeah.
Like he's like he can play them.
He's like top tier Gears of War player.
Well, he played Gears of War a lot. He was yeah. He actually bought like it's like almost like a sticker, right?
Oh God!
And you put it on your television screen, and like it always shows you where your cursor is, even if you're not like down sights.
Yeah.
So it's like where your cursor would be and shit. Like he was super into it, super into Gears of War. But he played Sons of Liberty, and he really liked it for what he can get through. Like, there's some parts where he's like, I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
supposed
just
to
crazy
do.
shit.
And I guess another thing to point out, like why your dad has a hard time with video games, is that he has like motion sickness.
Oh, so, like he couldn't play the third Gears of War.
He couldn't play. He couldn't play Oblivion, is what you said.
Yeah, he had rough times. He loved Oblivion. That's why I was like, yeah, my dad likes something like fantasy and geeky like me.
But it made him sick, huh?
It made him sick. Like just the motion. He's super sensitive to that shit. I'm actually speaking. I know it's not part of the topic or whatever, but I was talking to my dad, and I think eventually when he moves back down here, I want him to play D&D with us.
Oh, yeah?
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, yeah. But yeah.
I mean, I plan on Grayson playing this with us when he gets older.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick when we're ancient and shit.
When we're ancient.
And you know, just like in anime culture, the older you get, the stronger you got. We are starting to get towards the end of the podcast here. We just want to give a quick thanks to Manny for stopping by.
Well, thank you for letting me join.
It's not a problem. It's been a fantastic show. I believe so. It's been a pretty good show. Thank you to Ervert and everybody.
And we still have to do scenes from the dice.
And that's what we're getting to. We're getting ready to do...
I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
We're going to take another pee break.
Pee break. It's another fucking pee break. I said it's another fucking pee break. Pee break.
Welcome back.
Hey.
For the last little pee break before we end the show. We're going to be doing Scenes from the Dice, which if you do not know what Scenes from the Dice are, it is our ending segment to every single Pleasure Room. Me and Justin are big fans of Dungeons and or Dragons. And or Dragons. And basically, it is like, if you've seen Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's Scenes from the Hat. Except usually, me and Justin will roll D20s, and we have a list of scenes and places. We'll pick whatever we roll with number corresponds with the thingy, and then we'll pick that, and that's what we'll act out towards the end. But since we have a guest, we're going to give him our lists that neither of us... I don't know Justin's list, and he doesn't know mine.
Yep.
But we're going to give Manny our lists, and he's going to actually pick the scene and scenario for us because he's been such a fantastic guest. So let me pull mine up for you.
Okay. Give me a second to read about these.
So as you're reading those.
Yep. And if you have any ideas for locations or scenarios, again, tweet us at Pleasure Room Biz on Twitter, and at Pleasure Room, or I guess it's just pleasureroombiz@gmail.com.
Yep.
And or comment on SoundCloud or YouTube.
Yep.
Let us know. Give us some ideas.
It'd be pretty cool because we have a bunch. Me and Justin are pretty good at making stupid shit to do.
But
oh my God.
We'd love to have your guys'.
I think you're reading mine now.
Yes.
Yeah, mine are pretty.
Like
good.
I know what I want to do with Justin's, but it's yours is what's fucking me up.
I'm the wild card, baby. Is there anybody else we need to thank for this episode? We thought Ervert. He's been good.
Our families
Our
for
families.
Christmas.
Absolutely. All of you have had a fantastic Christmas and have a happy New Year if this comes out on New Year's.
Yes.
I hope you all, and there'll be a lot more Pleasure Room to come in the coming year. So I hope you're ready for that.
Let's see what we got.
Yep, more guests, more action,
Weebisodes.
more Weebisodes, everything we can.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of do a little weird thing.
Okay.
Just tell us what you got.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a abandoned space vessel.
Okay.
But with the Diary of Anne Frank 2 prefers Peter's Yoo-hoo.
What?
Diary of Anne Frank 2 prefers Peter's Yoo-hoo.
Who's Peter?
From Diary of Anne Frank.
Oh, shit, I don't remember
On
that
Franck.
shit.
On Franck.
On Franck.
You know, that was Anne Frank's like love interest. And everything.
Okay.
So it's basically the Diary of Anne Frank sequel.
On an abandoned
On a
space
spaceship.
vessel. Is it like... I'm getting like a Firefly
Yeah, type thing.
vibe.
Well, I mean, if you would give us an action, and we will prepare.
Action.
Are you going to be Anne Frank?
Oh, no. No, I'm just watching.
You're just watching.
Just watching.
I'm just watching.
No,
Oh, you gotta be involved.
No.
Yeah.
You're Peter.
You're Peter.
I can't be Peter.
You're
gotta be
Peter. No, I'm Anne Frank. I'll be Anne Frank.
Why? What? Who are you, Brandon?
I'll be.
You be
somebody.
Peter.
I'll be Peter.
You guys do it. I'll watch.
Okay. That's fine. Just give us. You're the director, so you the thing and tell us when to go, or say action.
Action.
Hello, Peter.
Hey, Anne.
What are you doing, Peter?
Oh, I'm just configuring this space module.
I'm scared, Peter. What's all this? What is a space module?
Oh, it's not a big deal.
The Nazis are coming,
No,
Peter.
no, it's cool. They're in Earth, man. We're up in the air. Why every character is fucking a surfer dude?
Why are you talking so funny, Peter?
I know. I think it's the space virus, Anne.
Not the space virus.
Space virus, Anne.
No.
Quick.
It's not you, no, Peter.
Grab my yoo-hoo, Anne.
I gotta get the yo-ho, Peter.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to check us out on all the mentioned things. And we'll see you on the next episode of The Pleasure Room.
This has been Manny, our guest.
Thank you for coming, Manny. We appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Well, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, fucking God.
At least we know it was funny.